All right, let's get started with the brand new Endless Delve Path of Exile update. It's a short league, so it's going to be really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a short little introduction to be like ready for what's to come in here. So they have this huge page on the official website that explains what the heck the whole thing is. I'm going to give you guys a summary in like 30 seconds. Basically, it's just Delve. It's a brand new area where you're just doing the delve mechanic. So you're inside of this cave and you're going to be exploring into the cave. And I'll explain kind of how the mechanic works once we get into actually playing. But what is cool is when you make a brand new character, you're going to have a bunch of uniques given to you completely for free. The whole goal really with this is it's a very short league that's going to be starting on all platforms. So if you're console as well, you guys can get started. It just started literally just a few moments ago over here. So basically 12 p.m. PST is when it started for me. And basically, it will end on 12 p.m. on the 21st. So it's a very short league over here. But basically, these are the items that you're going to be getting for free. I'm not going to go over which ones would be great for certain builds, but Scar of Fate is actually really cool. Getting yourself a level 20 Hatred ASAP, and also Socket Gems has 50% reduced mana cost. That's actually a really nice thing to have. But you do start off at level 1. They go over, like, you know, what are you going to do for your Ascendancy? Because we're just in SSF Delve here. You're going to be able to choose your altar of Ascendancy. I guess it's going to be inside the mine encampment, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is basically what the mechanic is going to be, and everyone can get a free reward once you get a character to level 50. This is what most people are going to be probably at least playing up to. Now, there are going to be better prizes for those of you guys that do want to push for like the first person to reach depth 600 on each. I believe they're doing it on each Ascendancy, but nonetheless, that's what we're here for. We're not going to be really racing here, but it's mostly just to play and have some fun, and then getting to at least level 50 so we can get that guaranteed reward. And everyone can get that guaranteed reward. Also want to mention really quick, because I do make like lots of Path of Exile like videos, and if this is your first time here, this is kind of my plan. It's not like going to be set in stone, because with any like SSF environment, like sometimes a very specific item drops and you might want to just play a brand new character because you got this one super rare item. But as far as like the gameplay, what is the game going to be looking like? So we're going to start off with Cobra Lash, so we're probably going to go into Venom Gyre. We can also do like Tornado Shot. I just like very fast builds. But because all of these areas are going to be like very narrow like pathways, having things being able to bounce off of things is really good. So Venom Gyre will be a fantastic build for this. This is kind of, again, the gameplay that we're kind of looking to build towards. But I'll put a POB, if I remember, in the description, but it's not something that you have to follow. It's just something that if you are brand new to the game, maybe you can kind of follow it. But this is a short league, so I don't plan to make like a full beginner's guide, a full walkthrough for this one, like I normally do with Path of Exile. It's just like a short league. Like I said, it ends in a very short amount of time. We got like a week here. So to join, all you got to do, and this is kind of like a tutorial, you go log into your Path of Exile account and make sure you click on join. So we're going to do the well, there's only SSF here, but there is also hardcore, which means when you die once, you're done. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our character over here. So we'll make a brand new character. And let's get started. So you actually start off at level 1, but you'll also notice that I have some passive points. Normally you wouldn't have passive points when you start off with Path of Exile, nor would you actually start in here, but that's the point of this. So we're going to go ahead and get some extra life over here, or we can get more attack speed, whatever we want. I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to get extra accuracy and extra damage. We're going to actually path to grab this node as quickly as possible. Even though I'm not really going to be a poison build or a damage over time build, getting this specific claw mastery of the flat 10 life and flat 10 mana per hit with enemy with attacks, it's just massive. So you see, I just made this brand new character. Now there are some gems that you can purchase over here. You'll see that we already start off with a bunch of scrolls of wisdom, so you can purchase the gems that we want to go and purchase. I actually purchased these. In fact, what I would recommend most of you guys to do is you make one character, you go to your stash right here, everyone will have a stash, just throw one of these claws in, delete it, and make a brand new character. The reason why, you can run double new claws. So I'm gonna, like, I already made a character and just literally deleted it. Also, like, if you want to, you can, I mean, I played for like 2 seconds and grabbed, this is like really nothing here. But since I had another character, I was able to basically get the extra flask here because I made a character, just deleted it. I probably will only need one of these over here. because we have 50% reduction on mana cost. So here's the skills that they give you at the start, which is Burning Arrow and Pierce. I'm not going to be messing around with that. I'm going to be running, since we have these items with White Socket, we're going to run Chance to Poison. We're also going to be throwing in a Cobra Lash, and we can throw in another support gem. So let's actually go purchase another one. And we can get any other support gems. So you can see it has a check mark if you're able to combo it with said weapon. And how it works is, like, if you're looking on the green ones, the support gems are going to be in the next like slot over. I'm going to select Onslaught support as well, just so we can get extra attack speed, movement speed. It tells you what Onslaught does if you hold Alt, and it's quite nice to get in the very beginning. And then if we want to run another skill, I purchased some other gems over here just to save some time in the video, but if you want to purchase these as well just to get ready for later, I don't need any of these unique items. And we have a bunch of Scrolls of Wisdom because I made like a couple characters because I wanted to see. They actually show off in the page, like, depending on what class character that you select, that's what determines what you get in terms of, like, your unique items. But yeah, this claw is excellent. We already have a level 20 Hatred, which is awesome. And then we already have Cobra Lash, which is a really fun skill to mess around with. And then I'm also going to throw in, let's see if we have any, like, I might go Ice Shot too. The thing with these, like, SSF environments, since you cannot trade with other players, you're kind of limited to what you can actually get. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get any other, like, minion support. So I'm just typing the word minion. You don't have to run, like, zombies just because, like, in the very beginning, I just like to have them as extra meat shields, so to speak. So we have, like, we can summon Phantasm and then, like, minion damage or something. It's really not going to matter. We're probably not even going to be going that far with this. I'm going to put Q on this, and then I can put Cobra Lash on that. And then we are good. So let's go ahead and get started. So your map may look different than mine. It's kind of random on what you're going to be getting, but we're going to go in and let's get started with actually playing. So how the delve mechanic works, because I at least want to give kind of an introduction to how this mode works, is you're basically just going down wherever the cart goes, you kind of follow it. With this skill Cobra Lash, eventually we're going to get Venom Gyre, but it's like kind of the same. It's just the movement skill that you eventually get will be a little bit different. Depending on if you decide to keep with Cobra Lash, that's totally fine too. But you just want to stay in the light. If you go over here, you're going to start to take some damage as you get too far away from the light. But yeah, making a character, putting all your flasks and give yourself an extra 40 Scrolls of Wisdom, it's going to give you a pretty nice advantage. Once the cart stops, though, because you want to follow it, because it's got a little, like, lantern on it, and it keeps the lights on. And make sure you activate your Hatred ability, so you can get some extra damage in. Oh, we got a nice little new hat over here. Oh, we don't want to get surrounded. That would be bad. Oh, we got surrounded completely right here. I wanted to grab that hat. This is actually really, really challenging for, like, early levels. I wanted the hat. Can we get the hat? Can we get the hat? Oh, we got the hat. Oh, come on. This is so difficult, though. This is ridiculous. Especially if it's someone's first time playing this game. Yeah, this is going to be really rough. And you know what's weird is sometimes when these brand new, like, leagues come out, or, like, these short-term leagues, they're going to be like day one, sometimes what happens is, like, it's overtuned. I remember the Goatmen were overtuned. I believe it was it Expedition? But, like, certain times, like the Arch Nemesis, even lastly, they nerf them like 5-6 different times in the very beginning because they're just way too difficult, right? But don't worry if you do die earlier on. It doesn't matter because we're still progressing in XP. What's crazy is, like, doing things like the Feared, the Maven, like these endgame content, sometimes it's actually easier than the very beginning stages of Path of Exile. And that's just because certain, like, league mechanics, like doing Delirium at level 1 is pretty crazy, especially if you start going, like, deeper into it. But, like, if you die earlier on, don't worry. Like, I literally died. I've got 1,000+ hours on Path of Exile. Been making, like, content for a long time. Been, like, playing this game for a while. So even I died right over there. And you can see it's kind of because we got surrounded, but at the end of the day, this game isn't easy. And maybe we should open up all these barrels, see if we can get some, like, some items to help out. Nothing? Okay. No problem. So once the thing stops, you basically just gotta wait. We kind of got surrounded last time. Let's maybe try not to get surrounded. Maybe that can help us out a little bit. But, like, they're just way too fast. It might come down to some of the modifiers that, you know, the enemy had rolled on it. I got 2 uniques like this early on. I got completely surrounded. They're just too fast. I don't think we can outpace these guys in terms of like running away. It's just this is way out of control though for difficulty. Hopefully we can actually like manage to survive on this one. Look at it though. This is way crazy. We need our zombies here. The zombies will maybe help absorb some of the damage. No. We don't die. We don't die. Okay. It's actually maybe better that I actually did die because it shows you, like, you know, if you die, hey, it's all good, man. But yeah, you do start with 40 scrolls of wisdom. This is to have to fight someone with an arch nemesis modifier. It's way too difficult. Level 1, like it's crazy that the like. I really want to know who's testing these kinds of things because it's so often in PoE for whatever reason, like day 1, that the league is just out of control in terms of difficulty. And like to fight something that has gargantuan like at level 1 is wild. I know they gave us a unique, but. It's insanity, like it actually is. Alright, so anyways, let's see what we got here. I turned off my loot filter because there's going to be probably a bunch of like trash items that we do want to have earlier on. Should we get maybe a shield over here? Maybe that would be better than that. Well, we can put the zombie over here. We'll resummon the, how many zombies can we get? Alright, so let's throw this in. Maybe throw in a shield, and that will help out a little bit. What do we need? Gloves. I don't know, we already have gloves. Although this one is maybe got an extra ES. Sorry, zombie, you died again. Let's see, what do we got here? Small life flask. We don't need spell damage. I think we're pretty much good. Oh, the goat hide buckler, if we can modify this. The reason why I like this one earlier on is because, oh, hey, we got some extra life. It gives you extra movement speed, which is really nice to have earlier on in the game. And I think that's pretty much all we want, because no rings. Alright, so now everything leveled up. Just click on it so you can level it up, and then we're going to get some extra attack speed. Nice. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to path over here just so we can get the extra, like, sustain earlier on. It's quite nice. So what I actually want to do is probably go over here. Can we go from here to here? Oh, we got to, do we have to go over here? It's not really lined up. But we're going to go over here. And it's kind of like a puzzle that if you want to like go towards something, you may need to go and get something earlier on. So in the very beginning, we might not be able to mess around with it too much earlier on, but basically there are different mechanics other than just following this. There's explosives that we can put to blow up sides of the walls to open up the doors for additional content. I'm so glad we decided to get that zombie. I like to, the reason why I like to get zombies earlier on in skeletons, it's been like in a lot of my playthroughs, specifically for like Exile, for when you're doing like the lab, is because there are certain mechanics and there are certain like, well, I was anticipating the arch nemesis monsters already, but not at level 1. that was a little bit like harsh. There are some certain like things that will destroy. Oh, thank you for the sub, Riv. Got that beautiful music.
Holy moly, it's Slaydra, it feels like it's been a while. Nice discussion video featuring Tier 0 format. I hope and pray that there is a LRD episode incoming by the year-end. Fingers crossed, winking face. Thanks for the quality content as always, amigo.
Well, thank you, Riv. I appreciate the sub, Reno, for the continued 23 months. Alright, we gotta destroy this. But yes, PoE today, I'm really excited about it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so that one was much easier. The very first one was just, I don't know why, it was just ridiculous for the difficulty. I'm really too worried about picking it. Well, some of these will have additional rewards. You just have to click on them. Sometimes with that, without the loot filter, there's so much clutter that goes on. So we can actually get that. If we go up here, we're actually going to be changing the depth to, can we actually start off over here? Like, I don't think you can start off over here. I think you have to start on the entrance, which is weird that it starts out you off fighting monster level 2. But man, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and continue. go up. And with this mode, like sometimes you don't get a chance to really pause in the middles of the. Well, I don't even know what happens when you pop a portal scroll. Cause I don't think you can. I don't even think you can go into town. This is all solo self-found only. What build guide am I making? I'm not really working on a build guide because this mode is basically a mode where we just go as deep as possible. Because there's no trade, I don't really like to commit to one thing. Like if I get one item that's really good for this very specific build, I'm going to make a brand new character. Unless we're already at like level like 45 and I'm getting burnt out. Like I want to play at least like the first like hour or half hour of this just to see, you know, how I feel about it. But I can definitely tell you the very first encounter that you have with the arch nemesis, that was just like it was unfair. Like there was no realistic way for most players to like win in that scenario. Like it's way overtuned. Way overtuned. Even if you like got another character and got the extra flask, I was popping the flask and we still got melted. So, and we got some resonator over here. Okay, cool. We don't need anything else here. We did get a ring. Do I have a transmute over here? I like to throw like an essence on it at least. But oh, we're gonna take it off. There we go. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Extra mana per enemy killed. And now we're just going to continue, and we're gonna go deeper and deeper into the mines. And sometimes it will just automatically load you in. So if there's any items, this is important with Delve, pick the item up immediately as it may teleport you, and you're gonna lose out on the item if you do. I don't even know if you can go back. There's a lot of rules with this league in particular because it's like a very special one. It's not like normal, so there could be some things that are different. But yeah, we're gonna be just leveling up with Cobra Lash, so we'll just continue. And as we level up, we're gonna get I don't even know if we could save this maybe to vendor it for a vendor recipe. If we get a blue, green, and red linked, we can change it into a chromatic orb, and that will significantly help us out. But yeah, the reason why I wanted 2 claws in the very beginning is because you get flat block when you have dual wield equipped. And then what else does it have? Alright, because if it has like plus resistances or something, then I guess you could benefit off of that as well. Alright, so we cleared up that. So it starts off pretty slow, just like it normally would. But yeah, having this like extra hatred, I thought we were gonna like blaze through content. But the very first like encounter, like when we had to do the Azerite thing, oh, is this it's another arch nemesis. Okay, they need to like delete arch nemesis up until maybe like a little bit in terms of progression, because like it is seriously out of control. Like they nerfed it so many times. Like if you get one like bad modifier, you're just dead. Like there is realistically no surviving it for the most part earlier on. I don't think we can purchase any like armors and stuff from her. I think it's just all so we can at least get that. These don't sell for Alex. I was thinking that we can start getting orbs of alchemy earlier on. I got pretty excited. I was like, dude, this is actually OP. But no, they thought of that. I'm just going to get rid of these gems because they're just going to be clogging up space. But if you do die, it is no problem. It's going to happen. I'm going to go up here so we can get this like extra weapons reward here. But like right now, what are we, level 3? So maybe we should be like, well, maybe a level or 2 behind, just because arch nemesis exists in the game. And it's been like a huge thing with the Path of Exile community. And like I'm still one of those that will say that like arch nemesis doesn't belong in like the earlier stages of the game. The reason why is if you get a monster that rolls with certain modifiers, like you saw where we just died, right? But there are some areas that you can go into. Oh, we got some gauntlets over here. Nice. But that won't be like on the direct path, so you'll have to buy these things called flares if you want to go kind of outside of the path that the minecart puts you at. I mean, we're literally just, I don't know, we're not even 20 minutes in and I've already died. Like usually I don't die until like the Act 10 Katava for the most part, for most builds. And like the fact that we're dying this earlier on, it definitely shows you that this is way overtuned. And if you're watching this maybe a day or 2 later, I guarantee you they've probably changed it. But we can still say now that we did it like day 1, patch 1. Oh, we're not frozen. Like getting frozen earlier on, especially in PoE, like that will get you killed a lot of times. I need to start summoning more of these like zombies, and just to alleviate some of the pressure. And usually, like my strategy of getting zombies and skeletons is for very specific fights that have enemies that can jump in and one-shot you for boss fights. But I guess now we're already on these boss fights. we're already at end game difficulty. No, like, no joke. Like, sometimes like fighting like even the Guardians is like so much easier than like the earlier game part of Path of Exile, like Merville, like the earlier like boss fight of Act 1. That boss fight is actually quite difficult for a new player. Super difficult. But yeah, we'll play a little bit, we'll have some fun, and we'll see where it goes. Dang, these just keep on coming, right? There we go, we leveled up, and we got some new gloves maybe. Okay, what else did we get? There's not really anything that I could get that I think would really help our build out. This will be a chromatic orb though, so we'll take that. I don't really know what portal scrolls will do, but we don't really need. What's the difference in armor? Oh, 2 armor. Hey, it all adds up. But we've got a couple gloves, right? This is just used for chrome. So what do we got with this? This literally just holds my zombies. So we'll summon more zombies. And now we have dash. So we now have our mobility ability, which is great. So now I can dash out of the way. I don't think we really need one more of these. So we have 5% increased attack speed or added damage to attacks. I'm going to go ahead and do this because I hate low attack speed earlier on. We're going to pick up all this stuff called Azurite. What Azurite will do is we can we can go back to the mine encampment. So we just click on the top left and we're going to have this generator. So what we can do is we can, yeah, my face isn't blocking it. So you can see, actually I'll do this so it's not blocking it. So you guys can see all of my Azurite. So as we progress in here, we're going to be wanting to get extra, what is this? There's raw value, so you get like more of the Azurite. You can buy flares. You can also get, you get, this is for resistance, and this is the light radius of the cart. So these two are very important to get. The flares, I would say these are kind of optional. If you really want to get better rewards, you're going to need to kind of mess around with this if you want to. I'm not sure how good and rewarding just the mechanic is going to be without it, but nonetheless, yeah, let's go ahead and get some extra attack speed, and we can start getting some more life as well. I definitely want a path down here. I want to grab this ASAP because this will just solve the mana problems, and solving mana problems early on is great. And as well as like my flask problem that like right now we're kind of on the bad side of survivability, and once we get that extra like 10 life on every attack, it's just going to be a night and day difference. Like right now, I mean, we have, I think, an 80% chance to poison.
I'm not up to that just yet.
It's going to be much better. Oops, let's do this so it's not going to, because some builds I use right click for activation of curses, so it's kind of just like instinct. But at least they give you some uniques earlier on, but they don't really change the gameplay up an insane amount. Like having a tabula rasa obviously earlier on can be quite nice. Some of these you'll see that like I can't open this, right? They'll say like the chest is locked or whatever. What it requires us to do is complete, like we have to kill everything around it. Ooh, we got another iron ring. Okay, melee hits have 11% chance to fortify. Okay, cool. Maybe we can grab this just to sell. We'll just sell these unidentified. Okay, so now that we've gotten this, we can go back to the mine encampment. I guess it's kind of fast. Like you could theoretically do things quite fast. Like if I wanted to sell things faster, I could just like control click just to transmute shards. Just earlier things on in the game just to get some extra small currency. It's gonna take us some time, but we have another transmute right here. Where's that ring that we just got? Let's see if we can get something good on it. Okay, cool. Extra evasion rating, nice. And we're just gonna progress. Can we do depth 3? No, that's the question. But yeah, we're almost at like 30 minutes here. We're still only level 4. Well, I guess I was explaining some certain things. We did die twice, but like I said, it's quite difficult.
My mana is gone.
But maybe I'll upload like some more videos on progression. But like the thing is that it's basically just doing the same thing. Like you're just going to get deeper and deeper and into it. And we just, what do we get? Vitality soon. Steel skin at 10. Okay. So we're going to want a lot of other things later as we progress to make our character a little bit more stronger. And we won't really have to worry about mana. That's one thing that's going to be nice with most of the claw builds. You don't really need to worry about like life leech, because the claws, some of them will have it built in. But yeah, all these things are hitting ridiculous amounts. And then, like, oh, there's a gargantuan. That one's not, maybe not that bad. It's just, but there's certain ones that, like, I think it's like steel infused. There's certain things that they can like throw on the ground. But at least now we won't get completely surrounded, right? Like I could just move out of the way with my dash. And all of the gems cost only 1 Scroll of Wisdom. So like, they give you 40 at the start. So that's quite nice. I just can't wait to see Reddit, because I know that they're going to be like, okay, guys, we've overtuned it. We've heard the feedback. And, like, what's weird is they've heard this feedback for the past, like, several patches. And it's just crazy that they're still like, yeah, level 1, fight an arch nemesis. Or, like, anything under level 10 is still relatively rushed. Like, it's not necessary to fight these so earlier on. But if you're watching this on YouTube, we're also streaming on Twitch. And we'll definitely stream a lot more. Like I plan to play this a lot more than what I upload to YouTube at least. It just comes down to how much I'm enjoying it. But I'm definitely going to continue for a little bit longer. Like I said, rushing this is what I plan to do. I don't even plan to do damage over time, but the other claw nodes to get like the mastery, they're so far away earlier on, and that's why we just go path out and grab this one. But like I mentioned before, if there's anything that you want, grab it, because some areas you will have to go on. But sometimes you'll see that there's going to be certain ones, like this, for example, like the jewelry, I do want that. So I'm going to try to path, and we're going to actually go down here, then we're going to go wrap around, we're going to get the jewelry. At least that's the plan. And if there's any corpses, let's go get some extra stuff over here. If you do get ahead of the minecart should go faster. But our progression will get way faster. Once we get like more projectiles for this, it'll be much, much better. But like it starts off really good already. I don't have a huge amount of like physical damage right now. Nice connect bolt. Let's see if we get to. Okay. Just gonna get some more shards off this. Go to the right and just keep on going. The whole goal and the key with Path of Exile to progressing your character as fast as possible is just to really never stop. Just keep on going. Like look at your inventory while moving. Although it's a little bit dangerous in these areas because monsters can come out of the side. You'll see that there's also these azurite veins that you can pick up azurite from. I got kind of body blocked. But feel free to stay away from the path if you want to. It's more dangerous, but now that we have dash, it helps out. Oh, there's some items. Forgotten loot. But you gotta be fast, because if you're not, well, you could die instantly. But yeah, I do love Cobra Lash. Like, it's so great for this mechanic as well, because it basically targets things for you. Because right now it's chaining 3 times, which is so great. Look, I hit one and it just bounces off. It's very satisfying, I would say, for a build earlier on. But once we get some extra movement speed, this build will be coming together. But mostly getting an extra set of like projectiles would be great. Like lesser multiple projectiles will be great to have. So we gotta begin the fight. Some of them will require you to like, they call it like poison the meat, or like you'll have to like light certain things on fire, like these little like Roanests. Downtime, we'll summon some more of our zombies. I probably do recommend everyone to get zombies at level 1, because dang, was that first fight intense. But always be moving, because the moment you stop moving, oh, something maybe a little bit more difficult coming up. It's usually because I have a different keybind for my mobility. That's why I keep on accidentally opening up the map. But we just run around in circles, and we'll get them eliminated quite fast. Whew.
I'm not up to that just yet.
All right. Yeah, basically we're at like almost the first half hour. That was like really fast. But pretty much it's like the same stuff as you progress. In the delve area. There are some other areas that will have some more mechanics where you will have to throw down these flares to get to the next area. But if there is ones where it requires you, they'll give them to you as drops, then you just have to keep buying them. We'll see what we'll get after this one. I just feel like I do 0 damage though. Like even with this unique, I think it's just the way that the game's scaled. Like we're killing most of the things in like 1 hit, but then there's the arch nemesis. Alright, so, oh, there's a coral ring right over there. What else did we get? Another coral ring. I'm going to pick up a lot of the coral rings just so I can get, if I get essences, we can just start slamming those like earlier essences on them. I love doing that at the very beginning. Oh, extra quality on that mana flask. And now we can open up these. Alright, oh, amulet. Nice. Maybe we'll get something good over here. All right, so we just leveled up, and like I said, I'm just gonna path out here. Later I'm gonna respec out of it, but again, earlier on, oh, we're so close. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is what we're gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna probably go this way. I don't care about the increased poison damage. That doesn't really matter for us. I mean, right now, yes, I'm running like I think I'm running at the moment. I'm running Onslaught, Cobra Lash, and then Chance to Poison because you guarantee get like a 3-link in the very beginning, which is quite nice. But we're going to be later doing Elemental because I prefer Elemental because Trinity's a pretty nice thing to have as well. But all we're going to do at this point is we're going to go to the next... I'm going to probably actually go up over here. I definitely want to hit up this currency one, which will be quite nice. And I will continue to play a little bit more, but this is kind of where I want to end it off on like the introduction. Like, what's this new league all about? Is it going to be something that... you know, I continue to play. I'm at least going to hit level 50 on it for sure, just so we can get like the reward and kind of just check out the mechanic as well, because there's going to be certain things that maybe are a little bit different, and I don't think they've announced any new uniques in here. I mean, they gave us a bunch of them in the very beginning, but some of them are kind of cool, but are they going to be insanely game-changing? I don't know at the moment. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the video, and you guys want to see more Path of Exile content, I will... probably upload, well, definitely going to be playing the next league, the next expansion, which is 3.2. But in terms of like this is only like a week long. I'll maybe give you guys a couple more videos on it. But if you guys want to see more and this is your first time here, subscribe to the bell. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.